Welcome in and welcome back, Divine Infinite Light Beings. I was hearing and I'm wishing everybody is in a very high vibrational state with peace just floating all around you, love and happiness, joy and tranquility in this present moment. Whatever moment it is for you, that's what I'm wishing for you. Ashe, Ashe. I was hearing a voice in my head, right? My intuition, spirit, higher self. And I was hearing it's official. It's official. And then two, when I got up in this AM, it was monitoring flies in my space. And I haven't seen a monitoring fly in forever, right? So this is letting me know that whatever you're doing, people are paying attention. They're coming out of the woodworks. They're crawling up out of the caves. They seeping up through the cracks because whatever you're doing, you're doing it again, right? And these people thought it was official that you were done with doing whatever it is that you're doing, Ashe. However it is you're trying to improve your life, prosper your life, better health your life, you know, um, bring peace to your life, just whatever you are doing to maintain, you're being precise about it. They're paying attention. But they just thought you were done with it. They thought you had gave up on it. They thought that whatever they were doing, whatever kind of spells, whatever kind of negativity that they were shooting your way, remember with the bow and arrows, they thought that it worked, Spirit is saying. How about that? They thought that it worked. They thought that all that negative shit that they were projecting on you, trying to get you to stop and be hindered by their low vibrations, it didn't work. And they're mad because they thought that it was official. Let me see. Like, say for instance, you was out there trying to build your home from the ground up, right? From fresh land, from the ground up, right? And everybody knew, you was telling everybody knew what was going on, the progress, and the plans, because these was loved ones that you were, spreading your information with, right? They knew your goals and your plans for you building this home from the ground up for your family, right? And all of a sudden, it just stopped. And you not knowing when it stopped, these people were projecting on you because you're a divine infinite light being. You giving people the benefit of the doubt. You not letting you not thinking negative about these people that had the opportunity. And Spirit is saying that they were opportunists, but they had the opportunity to dwell in your energy. And you didn't have a mindset of just having ill intentions, or you didn't have the mindset of them having ill intentions towards you. You gave people the benefit of the doubt. You let people show and prove. That's the type of energy that you are, divine infinite light being, because you don't have no time to lower your vibration, because you know where you're going. You know where you need to go. You know where you need to be. So you know what kind of vibration. Remember, Spirit just say you're precise. You know what kind of vibration you need to hold to get where you're going, right? So, in the midst of your project not coming together, this house not being built, these people thought that it was done. You couldn't make it happen. You didn't have the means. You didn't have the time. You didn't have the finances. Their negative energy was stopping you because they didn't want it for you. So they were projecting on you. They were gossiping about you. The shit was just spread it around thinly, just enough for everybody to, how you making that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and you only got a little bit of jelly, a little bit of peanut butter, but you got this big ass piece of bread, and you trying to spread it real thin so the whole bread could be fulfilled with that motherfucking peanut butter and that motherfucking jelly, so you could be satisfied and get the taste on all of the motherfucking pieces of the bread, right? This is how they were spreading negativity about you and your life, whatever you were doing. And we're going back to this homemaking, right? You were building a home, or maybe you was trying to open up a business, or maybe you was, you were starting some kind of new project. You were starting. Maybe you was trying to get about that motherfucking shop that everybody gossip about you in. Everybody treat you some type of way in. That beauty shop. You wanted to stop renting a booth, and you wanted to open up your own shop, and for some reason it didn't go afloat. It wasn't able to happen. You understand? Or you was trying to, open up that daycare, and for some reason your license didn't come through. And it took 2 years, maybe 4 months, maybe 25 days. You feel me? 2 years, 4 months, 25 days. 2, 4, 25. Wait, so something could have happened in February the 4th, 2025 for somebody. But anyways, or somebody could be born on that day. Or somebody could have opened that business on that day. Only you know, right? Divine infinite light beings. Ooh. Ancestors, skill healers, lovers, protectors, and providers of the divine infinite light beings. We come to you and ask that you guide us in this day with a clear mind and with a cool head and a clear mind, because we are root of your root, soil of your soil, bone of your bone, blood of your blood, and ashes of your ashes. We come to break generational curses, and we vow to do so. And we know that you are not deaf to our supplication, and that you will fulfill and honor us as we honor you by healing our bloodline and removing curses. And we vow to do so. It is so, so it is, and so shall it be. Ashe, ashe. But some reason they didn't want me to get that out. They didn't want to get. They didn't want me to get that out. I remove all negative energy in my sacred and sacred space in this present moment. Ashe, I remove all negative energy in my scarred and sacred space in this present moment. Ashe, I ask for clear and accurate messages to deliver to the divine infinite light beings in this present moment. Ashe, show us what we need to see and tell us what we need to know. Ashe, we thank you with a heart full of gratitude in this present moment for all the divine energy that you bless us with, all the divine protection that you cover us with, and all the divine abundance that you shower us with. We are gratefully and humbly honored that we are allowed, we have fought, we have earned to walk in grace. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you, divine spirits. Ashe. All negative energy has been removed and released. Ashe, Ashe. So anyways, these people thought that, it was official, that whatever you was doing, you planning this big ass motherfucking wedding. This big ass motherfucking wedding. These motherfuckers is just steady shooting darts of arrows of negative energy at you, right? And you don't even know it, but you could feel it. You could feel it. You know it, but you giving motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. Because these motherfuckers is supposed to be friends. These motherfuckers is supposed to be family. It could even be your own fucking lover. You feel me? Co-workers and, children and, people that you care for. People that you pour love into. People that, you trust and you honor. And, and these people wanted it to be official that you did not be able to make it to that altar, that you did not be able to build that house from the ground up, that you weren't able to get up out of, stop giving that person that was condescending to you all this money for a motherfucking booth to cut hair or to braid hair, to tend to your craft. And they treat you like shit. They didn't want you to expand outside of them, and they was putting negative energy into you so you wouldn't expand outside of them. They didn't want your license to come through. They wasn't expecting you to get approved and it's stamped and it's official by the rules and the regulations of becoming a child care provider, running a daycare facility with multiple facilities. They didn't want that for you. You feel me? They didn't want that hot dog stand to turn into many different franchises of hot dog stands. They didn't want that for you. Little shit. They didn't want you to progress on your YouTube channel, your cooking channel, your beauty channel. They wanted it to be official that you were done. You were not going to progress. You were not going to fucking succeed. They didn't want that for you. Nobody did. Nobody you knew. All in secret. Remember, this is all in secret. They think that you don't know, but you got some kind of feeling. Your intuition is prominent. It's on point. But you wanna trust your loved ones. But Spirit is saying what they didn't fucking know was no or yes. It is official. It's official that you got that motherfucking stamp on your certificate to open up that daycare. You met all the requirements. It is official that you got that motherfucking house built up because it passed inspection to start the building. It is official that you was able to give that last month of booth rent to these motherfucking assholes. these bitches, these jealous ass niggas, bitch ass niggas. That last motherfucking rent. And then, boom, cut the motherfucking ribbon the next month for your motherfucking shop. You feel me? That type shit. That type shit. Spirit said, it's official. Whatever they tried to do to hinder you with that 10 of wands, that negative energy, it wasn't, no possibility. No possibility is what Spirit is saying. No possibility. So, yeah. Now the monitoring flies is back. Now, the monitoring flies is back. What else? They coming out the cracks and the crevices. They popping up on your feeds. You know, they walking into your establishment. They being nosy. You could feel the energy resurfacing is what Spirit is saying. Because they see you back shining. They see you not giving up. They see you working hard for the shit you want. They thought it was official, but Spirit said, no, it's official that these divine infinite light beings are going to work hard for the fuck what they want. They're not going to stop because they feel some kind of pressure on their back. They're not going to stop because, oh, their head is hurting and they tired. Because all the negative energy that's being sent. They're not going to stop. Not with this Eight of Pentacles. They're driven by the power of Spirit. By the wings that keep them afloat. Understand? And that's y'all, divine infinite light beings. That's y'all. Starseeds. You carry the royalty of just that higher elevation. You know, you have that motivation that's unstoppable. You have that motivation that is and these people mad. They mad because they wanted it to be over for you. They wanted it to be over for you. And Spirit said, no, not today, not tomorrow, not 5 years from now, not 20 years from now. It's never going to be over for you. But this is what they wanted for you so desperately. So desperately. When they seen that you wasn't posting on your cooking channel, you hadn't posted any new videos on your cooking channel, they was happy. They was jumping for joy. They was like little kids in the candy store. So somebody could like eat a lot of fucking candy, whoever you departed from. These energies, these low vibrational energies could eat a lot of candy. Somebody could be very motherfucking childish. Little kid in a candy store. And that's why they wanted it to end. You know, little kids play childish games. Not grown-ups. Grown-ups, adults, they're happy when someone is, you know, doing what, you know, they desire to do. They cheer them on. They give them their props. They tell them how proud they are. Because, you know, you were grown up. So that's some shit you do. You're not jealous because of somebody else's achievement. What the fuck? What type of energy is that? To be jealous of somebody's motherfucking achievement. To make you want to just go and copy a motherfucker. Because that's how these motherfuckers is. They want to copy you. They want to copy you because they want to fucking achieve what you achieve. You feel me? Like, no. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Like, Spirit is not going to allow anybody to achieve if they're not doing the fucking work. And you, divine infinite light beings, whether you be a feminine energy, masculine energy, these messages may not resonate with you. You might know somebody who's going through the scenario of the situation, but if they don't, something might resonate. So put it wherever that piece of that puzzle resonates, put it there. But yeah, what else do the divine collective need to see and know? Yeah, so these was lovers. These was lovers. These was lovers. These was people you loved. These was people you trusted. These was people you thought you had friendships with, like real true friendships with. You know? That's why you gave people the benefit of the doubt, and you didn't want to think negative of people, because you don't thrive off of negativity like these people do. You can't function in negativity like these people do. Remember, you're precise about how you live your life, and you've already expanded. You've already grown from your shadow side. You are in a class way ahead of these people that still try to hold you contempt in this negative energy. So you choose not to place yourself in dysfunction. You choose not to lower your standards to what doesn't meet your needs. And these people are mad because, they didn't see the shit coming. And they didn't want the shit to come when they dwelled in your energy. Remember, Spirit said they thought they stopped that shit. They thought it was official that you were done. It was over. You couldn't make it happen. It just wasn't going to work. But you know, yeah, okay. They want me to lose my train of thought, but you get the gist of what Spirit is saying. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Improvement. Bettering yourself. They don't, no. If I ain't doing it, she can't do it. If he ain't doing it, if I ain't doing it, he can't do it. They can't go out and get that brand new car and I'm riding around in this motherfucking bucket. They can't do that. Somebody just got a brand new car and somebody riding around in a bucket and they mad about it. They jealous about it. They envious of you about it. Because that's what they want. But they got to choose. They ain't did the work to get up out of that bucket. They ain't did the work to get up out of that bucket. So they envious of you. Probably even if they ain't even seen your new car, they still envious of you. You feel me? Like, no. So these people is feeling smug about your improvements with this 9 of Cups. They want death. You see this? Death to come to tennis. You see that? They want death to come to whatever was official for you. But see, since you got the power of divine spirit backing you up, your supernatural spiritual love vortex, because you are a supernatural spiritual light being, you got spirit backing you up. So there is no stopping you. You know that song? There's no stopping us. No stopping. No one does it better. And they know no one does it better than you. And they seeing it now because now you out there And you in the energy of, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not talking about it. I'm not telling you about it. It's my business, not yours. And I'm not asking for no support. I'm not asking for no likes. I'm not asking for you to come shop in my store. I'm not asking for you to get your nails done at because I'm finally in the shop. Got my nail tech shit together. You know? I'm not asking you to be support to me as I go through this college trying to get my degree to be a nurse. I'm not asking you. Somebody out there trying to get a degree to be a nurse. And you're not asking for no support. And they know how hard it is when you in college and you don't got no motherfucking money and all of this. But before you went to college, you was helping them. You was tending to them. You was, being of service to them. And now that, you in college, you can't get no support. You ain't got no friends around. No family members want to help you. But today, you graduating. And they thought it was official that you wasn't going to make it to the stage to walk across this motherfucker. You feel me? Shit like that. Because they thought it was official that you had sat down. They thought it was official because you wasn't talking about it. They thought it was official. See, they didn't want you to sail to calmer waters. And they didn't want you to have no new beginnings because they're not in calm. They're not at peace. They're not having no new beginnings with this Ace of Pentacles and this Six of Swords. So they all over the place. They scatterbrained. And that's why they projecting so much energy on you. That's why they want to gossip and spread lies about you. That's why they were projecting the power that they thought they had to stop you from progressing. And this is why Spirit is no longer blessing them. They don't have no money. These are some broke ass bitches, some broke ass hoes. You feel me? These are some low budget vibrational ass motherfuckers. Some demons, some warlocks, some witches, of a lower status that don't even have a status, don't even have a motherfucking title. You feel me? And no longer have benefits, access to your life. That's why they send in monitoring spirits. You feeling heavy energy. People playing on your phone. You feeling like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Yeah, because they are. What about my privacy? And that's what you're doing right now. You keeping your privacy. I don't even know if the motherfucking song went like that, but that's where you are right now. Privacy, peace, contentment. You know where your shit is going. You know your shit is official. You about to be official. It's so motherfucking official that everybody gonna know who the fuck you are and what your name is. And they mad because they can't fathom this in their life. They can't fathom the peace. They can't fathom the abundance. They can't fathom the prosperity. They can't fathom starting something new because they so afraid. They so afraid. The shadow side is keeping them afraid to start something new. They don't want to put in the work. They don't want to be at peace. And they don't want you at peace. They don't want you at peace. Excuse me. Divine Spirit, show us what we need to see, what we need to know. Tell us what we need to hear. We accept all truth. We are greatly um greatly gratitude. So they mad because you have a grateful heart and you walk with gratitude because they don't know how to have a grateful heart because they so used to fucking up their own shit, ruining their own shit. You feel me? They so used to ruining their own shit, putting up blockages by what they speak into their life, how they live their life, how they carry themselves, the sneaky ways with that Seven of Swords energy that they try to be so strategic. You know what I'm saying? They try to be so fucking precise in a demonic way. In a demonic way. Look. Seven of Swords energy. Seven of Swords energy. You are Queen of Wands, a King of Wands. You are a leader. That's why you are official. Spirit has granted you to be official, to make these moves, to fulfill these projects, to bring to fruition your true heart desires. You opened that restaurant. It started out slow. It wasn't picking up for over a year. And they thought it was official that you wasn't gonna get no motherfucking business. But you a leader. You a warrior. You don't stop. You stood outside that restaurant. You welcomed people in. You made people want to come in and see what's going on and let us get a little taste. Oh, I smell it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just get a little taste. You was that type of person. Oh, you want a little sample? I'll give you a little sample. You wasn't one of them stingy ones. Oh, you know, if you ain't gonna buy nothing, get out. You didn't carry yourself like that. You weren't low vibrational like that. So now your restaurant is popping, right? It's on DoorDash, it's on Yep, it's on, motherfuckers ordering. Motherfuckers don't even have to come in. Cause you got it like that to where they can order off the phone and get it delivered. That's how popping you are, cause you a leader. You was meant to have this drive to do whatever the fuck you needed to do when you needed to do it. Somebody just opened up a restaurant. Somebody want to open up a restaurant. Somebody got a family restaurant, and these family members is not helping because they want the motherfucking restaurant to close. Seven of Pentacles. They want it to be slowed down. Remember, you in the Eight of Pentacles. This is a pinnacle under you. This is what the energy they in. And this is where they want you to fall back into. Spirit said, no, it's official. It's official that you will never be in the Seven of Pentacles energy. You have upgraded. Upgrade. Let me upgrade. Let me upgrade you. So whoever these people was that you were hanging around, you were also upgrading them in the process of you being around them, of them being having the opportunity to dwell in your presence, as well as they were being an opportunist, but them having the opportunity to dwell in your presence, you were upgrading these people. And you didn't have no kind of no kind of intentions, or you didn't want anything in return for the energy that you were sharing with these people. You remember, energy is currency. Energy is the highest form of money. Energy is currency. So you didn't have any will thought ill thoughts about helping these people, whether it was energetically, whether it was emotionally, whether it was financially, whether it was spiritually, whether it was just, hey, how you doing? You looking beautiful today. I like that shirt on you. You know, ooh, yeah, that hairstyle look nice on you. You know, you upgraded people. You made people feel good about themselves. And they hate this about you, Spirit is saying. But in the moment that you were making them feel good about themselves, when you were trying to upgrade them and tell them, which turn to go, because these motherfuckers always seem to go make the wrong turn and go into a cul-de-sac where they just going in circles, round and round, going in circles, round and round. Can't never get out of that motherfucker. Round and round, round and round. I'm going down, round and round. To the don't stop the holes. So they wouldn't. I'm going. I get around. So somebody getting around. No, they see you get around. Around and round. I get around. They don't like the way you get around. They don't want you to get around. They want it to stop. Okay, thank you, Divine Spirit. What else do you... Show us what we need to see. Tell us what we need to hear. Thank you, Divine Spirits. We are grateful in this present moment to receive these messages. And I thank you for clicking on to these videos and just spreading your energetic love. I thank you for allowing me to tap into your energy, Divine Infinite Light Beings, as a collective. I thank you. We all know that these are not personal readings. So some of the messages will not resonate, but some of the messages will definitely be on point. The star, they don't want you to shine. They don't want that business to be bright. They don't want your pockets to be fat. That's why they thought it was official that, this shit come to an end for you, They wanted you to be hopeless, but you carry so much faith. You driven by faith. Remember, we got that yesterday. We prepared for pressure. What was it? Prepared for pressure. I just gotta revisit. And I even forgot that we was listening to a beat, block vampire energy and heal energy leaks. See, didn't Spirit say they was coming up, seeping through the cracks? They so you got to seal those cracks, the leaks. Somebody could have a falsy leak, a falsy a faucet that's leaking. Oh yeah. A leaky faucet is what I was trying to say. Ooh-wee. Yeah. um yeah. I am built for pressure, prepared for purpose, and powered by faith. That is a powerful affirmation. And, that is how you are able to do what you are able to do. Being a divine, infinite light being, a supernatural, spiritual warrior is what you are. Right? Why they making all kind of excuses of why they can't do what you do, why they can't feel what you feel, and they making judgment on you. You feel me? But these people, Spirit, why they making judgment on you, Spirit got them in spiritual contempt, is what Spirit is saying. They know that judgment has been made on them because of what they was trying to do to you. Yeah. 5 of Cups, and they depressed about it. They in despair about it. 6 of Pentacles. because they didn't give, because you not giving to them anymore. Because you're not giving to them anymore, they're disgusted about it. You cut their ass out. You cut their ass out. See, because they was a 7 of Pentacles, right? But with your 6 of Pentacles, what is that, 13? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. Somebody could be 65 or having a 65-year anniversary. It could be your grandparents. It could be your great auntie, uncle. I don't know. But yeah, you cut their ass out, and now they back to their 7 of Pentacles. They no longer have 13 Pentacles. Yeah. Here they are with no Pentacles. Once you took your 6 Pentacles back, they was in a 7 of Pentacles. But once you took your 6 of Pentacles back, right? Once you took your 6 of Pentacles back, they're lost. These motherfuckers is broke and disgusted. And that's why they don't want you to be official. That's why they got this burden on their back. They got this burden on their back with this 9 of Wands because they needed to step up and out of situations that they didn't want to do to get to be official, to make it to this empress energy that you sit in, because you are the master of your mind, and you control your palace. You control your palace because you're backed by divine spirit, and they don't know how to control their palace. They don't even know how to get tuned in, tapped in, turned on with spirit, to be backed by spirit, to receive this 10 of Cups. Queen, 9 of Cups. So somebody wants to come in and apologize to you. Then Spirit say they resurfacing. Somebody wants to come in and apologize to you, give you a little breadcrumb of a gift. Nah. Okay. Yeah, but this is why they don't want you to be official. But Spirit is saying it's stamped and sealed. You've been stamped and sealed from birth. You've been stamped and sealed since you chose to come in this earth, on this earth plane, and fulfill your prophecy. We all here to fulfill a prophecy, our own prophecy. The same way Jesus had his prophecy, we're here to fulfill our prophecy. And it's official that it be done in your life. And they can't stop it. Feeling fear is a call of love. What? Feeling fear is a call of love. So these people that's feeling fearful has no love. They don't know how to love. They don't know what love is. They ain't never felt love, but they felt love when you felt love, and it made them fearful as well. But they living in a shadow of fear is what Spirit is saying. And as long as they live in a shadow of fear, they will never feel fear. They will never feel the love of divine spirit. They will never feel, and they fear to feel. They fear to feel. They don't want to feel. They want to be cold and dead inside. They want to be low vibrational. They want to be low budget ass motherfuckers. They want to. I make ways for miracles. Yeah, see? And what you do in your life seems like a miracle for them in their life, because the way they live their life and the way you are precise about your life. So they life, when they look at your life, they feel like, damn, that bitch always getting motherfucking miracles. Damn, that nigga, he stay performing miracles. What the fuck? You are a divine fact feet. What? The what? You are a divine factite of the universe. Factite. I never heard of that. This not what? What is? I never heard of that. I never. That's my first time ever seeing that word. What? Factite. I'm not pronouncing it right. Come on. I hate. I'm so old school. I hate technology. I hate technology. Factitious. Factite. So I was saying it right. Facetious. It is a Latin word, just at its origin. Anyone or anything intended to be amused or funny, but that comes off as inappropriate or annoying. What? Factitious. Factiste. That's. Is it the same? That's just a little. Okay, I'm. Look, I done got all off subject. I like learning new shit though, but she can't refer to anyone intends to be amusing or funny, but that comes off inappropriate or annoying. So, however you live your life, you are amusing and funny. You work for the divine, infinite energy, and people are annoyed and they feel like what you do is inappropriate. It's inappropriate. That's a side note. But they believe it and they sin. They believe it and they sin. They believe in and they sin that your shit is official. And I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. They believe in and they saying that your shit is official and it's going to remain official. I'm sending out peace, loving, healing energy to all the divine infinite light beings. To those who need it but feel like they don't deserve it. You could be a divine infinite light being. You could be, you may be, and you probably are. And to those who want it and don't deserve it, better luck next time. Go work for it. Ashe, Ashe.